Oh, hello there. I'm Slash. Welcome to another episode of the show. Today I'm doing another burger review thing, and the location for this one is down there in the Ice District building, which is where I used to go all the time when I was renting that bedroom in near Nate. I would go to get my bus pass. So you have to go up the escalator and take a number and then wait, and then they would give you the pass and you'd pay for it. But then after the quarantine started, they started automatically taking the money out of my account, and then they would just mail me the pass, and they're still doing that like 3 years later. So I haven't actually needed to go to the Ice District for anything in a long time, and apparently in between the last time I was in there and now, there's a burger place that's opened up, and it might be kind of gourmet and therefore kind of expensive, but unless it's like stupidly expensive, I'll deal with it. It should just mean that the food will be high quality. Okay, I'm not entirely sure where to go. I mean, I kind of know, but like this whole area here is kind of confusing. I think I have to go down that way and then that way. So let's wing it. I can't really get lost here because I know this area very well. So I'm not worried about that. I'm worried that I might start walking in circles and not realize it. Oh, there it is. I can see it. It's right in the distance there. The Ice District. So I overshot it by one, so I gotta get onto that side of the street. I think I can cross right here, it looks like. Yeah. So I gotta get on that side of it. Just as a point of interest, my mom's old apartment that I started a lot of vlogs from when I was just visiting here is also very close by. So everything is all connected. Oh, okay, I was wrong. It's not inside Ice District. It's around the corner and like outside, but then you go inside that way because it's right there. Wasn't even looking for it. Well, I mean, I was, but not out here. I had my mind set to go inside. Delux Burger Bar. Oh, and they spelled deluxe without an E, I guess, to be stylish. Nice environment. Oh, and they're playing Redbone. Come and get your love. These are fairly regular prices, so I have decided that I'm going to go with the Supreme Bacon Burger. That's the one that I saw on the menu, and it looked very good. They had it with the top burger off, presenting all the bacon, and then I just got regular fries, and then my usual Diet Pepsi. They have chilled glasses, like when you're eating in at A&W, because their whole thing is no ice in their drinks, which I'm a big fan of, because it melts and then it takes away the flavor. Plus, it's not necessarily always clean water that they freeze. So this is nice. This place is under new management, so she's very pro. So she's very pro vlogger, even though I'm not very popular on YouTube. Publicity is publicity, right? So yeah, they're thinking of doing their own TikTok channel for the restaurant. So you know, she's all for me being here. Just a special interlude here. Forget everything that I would say forget the ratings that I've given everything, because I don't even remember what I rated them. I was back at home and I watched the footage for A&G Burgers, and I forgot that I gave it like a 4 afterwards. Okay.
Can I grab anything else?
No, that's it, thank you.
We good?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I forgot what I've been rating these places, except for Wayback and Jack's, because Wayback was originally a 7, but it's now a 9, and then Jack's is, I think, is 7, and the Burger Baron, I think Burger Baron was an 8, and then A&G is maybe a 5 so far, but I've only been to 4 out of the 6 or 8 total places that I'm going for this collection. So ignore all of the previous ratings that you've seen at the end of the other episodes and take what I just said as the new ratings, because I've been adjusting it because I honestly have just been forgetting what I've been giving these restaurants. Those look very tasty. And they even give you one of these little things. Yeah, that looks like a very good burger. That's a fresh bun. It sticks to the top. Thank you. Lots of nice bacon pieces in here. Good, decent height for the bun. I've been asking around, and apparently this thin patty thing is like a new trend. So it's going to be fairly common. So I have to get used to it. Because yeah, this looks pretty thin too. But yeah, that looks almost like this almost looks like the picture that they show on commercials. Decent amount of salt. I can already taste it.
First, okay for you?
Yeah. The radio station is playing some very great music, but YouTube's probably going to think that it's me adding it. So probably won't get monetized for this. Darn. Because, you know, I make so much money from my YouTube career. That's a very nice thick strip of bacon. Nothing is dripping or falling out, which is another good thing. Makes it easier to eat. Your hands stay clean. It's really good. The bun doesn't have a lot of flavor, or the meat doesn't have a lot of flavor, but everything else is quite tasteful. Cross section. Oh yeah. There's not much ketchup in the burger, so I'm gonna dip a little bit in, see how that works. Yeah, this is all around pretty delicious. I don't think it's quite as good as Wayback, but it's easier to eat because there's nothing dripping. Like, I think they dried off the patty before they put it in here. Like, usually you get them and they're dripping with grease or fat or whatever. But this one isn't dripping anything, so it's very easy to keep clean, which is like the first burger I've had in this whole thing that does that. Or that you can do that with, I guess is... The camera's pretty discreet because it's just sitting there. So I think a lot of people think I'm talking to myself, which I guess in a way I am, but I should try some of the fries without ketchup so I get like the raw flavor.
How is it?
Good.
Perfect.
Wow, I kind of inhaled those fries. They're pretty good. I'm just waiting for my stomach to settle, and then I'll get the bill, and then I gotta get out of here. Okay, so after all of that, I'm gonna give this place an 8.5. It's the second best out of all the ones I've tried so far. It's not quite as good as Wayback's, at least as far as I remember, because I'm not very good with remembering flavors, but I feel like that's fair. This was even at Wayback's, the burgers were messy. They were dripping with like grease and stuff. This place wasn't doing that. It was the only one that was like that. Not even the lettuce or any of the other toppings fell out. The only thing I'm docking points for was that it was a little bit expensive, because after everything it came to $26, which is I think $10 more than the cheapest out of the places we've done so far. And the fries were decent. I think they're kind of on par with Burger Barons and Jack's, but the burger was really good. It didn't have very much ketchup, but it stayed together very well, and the bun was good, and it had a nice balance of everything. So I have no criticism. I think maybe there was a little too much bacon, but it was a bacon burger. So if I was to come again, I think I would get a little bit less bacon. But I mean, bacon's still good. Yeah, I think 8.5 is fair. And then if I don't end up finding a place that I like better than Wayback's, then Wayback will become a 10, and then this place will become a 9. But this is all just to leave room in case I find something that's even better than Wayback's, which so far has not happened. But there are some places that I like certain things about them more than the others. Like this one had a very similar environment. Like the inside was very much like Wayback's because it was also a bar, but their menu was a lot bigger, and they had like a lot more dessert things, and they even had milkshakes. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode of the Slash Raptor Show. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you right back here in the very near future for more cool stuff. Bye!